Morning, everybody! December 4th and 24 degrees outside. That's why we're in the car. Man, I am not a fan of the cold. I hope you guys are doing good today, wherever you are. I just brewed this cup of coffee. Yep, that's good coffee. Oh, we gotta do a poll. What do we want to do a poll about today? What can we ask about today? Ah, let's see. Are you ready for spring? uh, da 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 da. And then there's that. Boop. Silly poll. And there's Leo. Burgers or pizza? Burgers! Oh man, what's going on, Leo? Hey, it's 24 degrees outside, so I am sitting in here in the car. You, sir, need to send me an email with your contact information so I can bounce some ideas off of you. So, coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description if you forget. But yeah, I need you to send me your contact info. We'll do burgers or pizza tomorrow. It's 107 days till spring. And I do this every year. I'm not a big fan of the wintertime, and I could not imagine being up north right now. I'm in Georgia, so it's cold, but there's no snow, no ice. And those poor saps up north are getting pummeled with snow. It's crazy. Hack me. What's up with that? Nah, man, I think you're a good guy. We should be able to. I got some video ideas, and I think maybe you could I could bounce some ideas off of you and give me some feedback. I just think that'd be pretty cool. But hi, Istanbul. How you been? It's too chilly for me, man. Too cold. I was nice and cozy in bed though. Had my big blanket on. Had snuggled up. Man, getting ready this morning was kind of rough. And then I was looking at the forecast, and man, I was. I'm thinking to myself, I made sure I had a long sleeve shirt on today and the jacket and all that good junk. I work indoors, so I don't have to worry about having a bunch of layers, so that's good. But yeah, I think up north they're getting like 20. They've already had like a couple feet of snow, and now they're going to get a couple more feet of snow. There's no way. I would be so miserable. I couldn't imagine going through all that snow. I mean, if you live up there, you're used to it. Yeah, but I said 28. It says 24 on my phone. 24 degrees. Yeah. But if you're having 3 or 4 feet of snow dumped on top of you, that is just rough. I couldn't imagine. I'd be buying them. That's why those people moved to Florida. They're like, I'm out of here. I've had enough scraping windshields and putting on snow chains and waiting for the plow and all that good stuff. Hey, Mus. How are you today? We're just having our little cup of coffee. I was listening to the news on the way in this morning, and some chef, it was somewhere in Europe. I didn't catch the country. Somebody stole a truck full of gourmet pies. They had like 2,500 pies. So in my mind, I'm automatically thinking, how big does a truck have to be to hold 25,000 pies? And coffee. It's coffee with Malcolm every morning. And they stole it. I guess the value was like $30,000-$40,000 for these gourmet pies. They stole them. I mean, you would have to you'd have to sell them pretty fast. My name's Malcolm, and I'm having a cup of coffee. What about you, Muss? Where are you located? What country are you in? And is that your real name, Muss? Don't have snow at all? Yeah. Ramesh is here. What's up, Ramesh? You would have to sell the pies fast. It's not like you could like store them for months and like auction them off or something or sell them on eBay, or online. You'd have to find somebody willing to buy 2,400 pies or 2,500 pies, or how many it was, and then they would want to buy them so they could be consumed. I mean, I don't know. It just seems ridiculous. I am 48 years old, Muss. I don't have my little bio up here with all my stuff. I just think it's a silly, that would be a silly theft. Ridiculous theft. I don't know. I guess if you sold a few of them, you can make some money for the weekend, but that'd be about it. The rest of them would go to waste. And then when they did find them, they were damaged pies. So the chef was like, I can't use these anymore. And they all had to be thrown away. It's just so stupid. Give pies to homeless people. Just go around. Here, sir, here's a gourmet pie. They probably have some weird ingredients. That would be ridiculous too. I couldn't imagine like a raspberry pie with coconut toppings and some other little fruit thing shavings and whatever else makes a pie gourmet, and the homeless person looking at you like you're a crazy idiot. Let's go get a pie truck. And then they followed that story with another one saying that another place in Europe, they stole cheese wheels, like 1,000 cheese wheels. And those people have never been caught yet either, at all. So, but cheese wheels, you could keep, if it's got the wax on it, probably keep that for years. So yeah, you could probably turn around and sell those and make you money after the theft of cheese wheels. It's crazy what people are stealing. Cheese wheels. But yeah, maybe it was France? I don't know. I don't know the country. I didn't catch that part on the newscast. Oh man, I could really go for some cheese. And then those cheese wheels are like, they're hard as bricks, You have to use a press or something to slice anything off of them. Especially Parmesan cheese. That stuff's hard. Yeah. I downloaded an audiobook that I was going to listen to on the way to and from work about critical thinking. And it is way over my head. I should get the one for dummies because I'm trying to critically think about what he's talking about on critical thinking. I couldn't keep up. I had to turn it off. I was like, this is crazy. Good thing it only cost a couple bucks. But yeah, and it was just like, this is way too much. I couldn't. It was too early. I guess I could use that as an excuse. But yeah. I mean, it is too cold to be out there. There's no wind. But no, I can't do it, man. It's 24 degrees. I've had the heater on in the car. I've been driving for 40 minutes, so the car is warm. Even though it's not running, it's still warm in here. But I'm not going to sit out there on that bench. It's 107 days till spring, so when that happens and it warms back up again, I can sit out there. So yeah, a lot of people are ready for spring already. That's awesome. I guess my biggest complaint about summer is mosquitoes. But beyond that, I like everything else about summer. Okay, sweating and mosquitoes. Two things. Hey, Jordan. How's it going, man? Where are you from? Where are you located? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Oh, I had a stupid idea for a video. I probably won't do it, though. But anyway, you've seen those stories here in the United States where these women are protesting Trump winning the election. So they're shaving their heads. And there's all kinds of women doing it, young and old and everything. And they're shaving their heads in protest. And they're also saying they're not going to have sex for 4 years. That'll show them. In solidarity. And my joke video was going to be my redneck guy hearing that going, "You mean I've been paying for haircuts for 2 years? I need to get some refunds." You can put two and two together and figure that one out. I have stuff like that in my head all the time. Yeah, get my refund on all those haircuts. 20 degrees Celsius in your town, Ramesh? Well, that's pretty good. I should do it. Yep. Wait a minute. You're telling me I've been paying for haircuts for 2 years? I don't know. Some stuff like that just pops into my head. And sometimes it's too late. Like, that story's kind of come and gone about the women shaving their heads and protesting no sex for 4 years. I need to be more, I got to be more on top of it. Like, put that stuff out as the story's going viral so that I can get more views and feedback on it. I guess it could be a quick little outtake thing. But, oh, and then I'm going to do a little short video today. Somebody bought this bag of chips that has a wrapper on the front of it. And it's not just like plain chips. It's not just barbecue chips. It's like salt and vinegar, barbecue, jalapeno, cheddar, and then it says "and more." It's like it has 6 different things, and then the thing on the end was like "and more." Well, what's the "and more" on the chips? So I'm gonna do like a little commercial for that. You get all these ingredients and more. And the picture of the wrapper on the front, he's like this, like don't tell anybody. It's so ridiculous. People will get. And then if you look at the ingredients, you can't figure out what the "and more" is. That's like it could be cockroaches. What's the "and more"? Oh my gosh. Pickle juice, whatever. "And more" on chips. It's so vague. It already listed like 6 things mixed together on a chip, and then "and more." And I think I can't remember the wrapper's name. It says it on the cover of the bag of chips. But yeah, it's the wrapper's name. I got a little video of it. Like I said, I'm gonna put a little, like a 15-second, 20-second commercial type thing, and see how that does. That'll be fun to make. And cancer, and more cancer ingredients, right, or MSG and all that other stuff people used to complain about all the time in their food. No MSG. Doritos has MSG in it. That's why you keep eating them when you're having that. When you got that bag of Doritos, you just keep chowing down on them. They've got MSG. Look at this right there in the ingredients, plain as day. Unless they changed it in the past couple months. But, what are you going to do? Magic seasoning. There was this guy who does YouTube videos called You Suck at Cooking. And they're pretty funny. They're shorts. They're less than a minute. And really ridiculous. But when he puts salt on food, he calls it flavor crystals. And pepper every time he grinds pepper on stuff. It's kind of funny. You Suck at Cooking. So look that one up. That's a good... You know him? Yeah, he's funny. You suck at cooking. You totally suck. And he's got a cookbook out. Where like he chops a potato, but he rolls it and it hits the edge of the counter and it bursts into slices. And chopped up and stuff. It's fun to watch his videos. I mean, after you watch like a dozen of them, you're like, all right, I get it. But still pretty hilarious. Kind of a thin crowd today, Leo. What's going on, man? Kind of a thin crowd. Only 2 people. Maybe it's too cold to get on YouTube. I don't know. Or maybe they don't like the car background. I don't know how to remove the background and have me at the beach. That'd be kind of cool. It's about that time. What time would that be, Instable? I got another 20 minutes. Anywho, critical thinking. I don't think I could do that. Although my mind does wander. Yeah, it's early in the morning here. It's 7:30 in the morning here. And it's midday there. What are you doing for lunch in wherever you are? I forget where you are in Istanbul. Good old black coffee. Anybody else enjoying a cup of coffee? You're in Turkey. Okay, that's right. Hence Istanbul, right? Uh, 6:30 and dark in Texas. Hey, Wesley. Is it cold in Texas? It's 24 degrees here. You don't happen to have any cheese wheels on you, do you? Wesley joined us late, so let's see if he knows what I'm talking about. Find out what his reaction is for cheese wheels. Dun, 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 dun. Anywho. Shout out to my fellow Texan Wesley. Yeah, you guys are both in Texas. We had Ramesh and another guy from India chatting back and forth in the chat. Waiting for spring, yeah. It's 60 degrees. Cheese wheels. There's a story somewhere in Europe. A place got robbed of like 100 or 1,000. I don't remember the number. It's some stupid. It could be 2, but it's still like they stole an insane amount of cheese wheels and they haven't been caught yet. Imagine being pulled over and your car's like weighed down. And you're like, sir, what do you got in the trunk of this car? Nothing. It's just bad shocks. Yeah, back of my car's kind of dragging. I got to get that fixed. Open it up. You doing all these cheese wheels? He's so weird. Black market cheese. That's better than the stolen pies, though. I had another weird dream. I know we're not talking about dreams today, but we did that yesterday. But I had a really weird one. I guess talking about dreams subconsciously engaged something in my brain where I had another weird dream again last night, and that I got like a huge tattoo on my chest, and I was like showing it off. And now it was very weird. I would never get a huge tattoo. I'm not gonna get any. I got one that I regret, but I'm not getting any more. So it was odd, and I was like proud of it. Walk around shirtless. Look at my tattoo. Like, it's so stupid. Anybody can look behind that, and was it a bald eagle? I couldn't make it out. I knew it was a tattoo when I looked down at myself. It's not like I got in front of a mirror in my dream. It was a bunch of different things. And it went like all the way down my belly and everything. It was weird. Weird, huge tattoo thing. I don't know. And people like they're subconsciously telling you, it's your mind's trying to tell you something. I think my mind was just fucking with me. I don't know. Yeah, huge tattoo. And the one I got was I'm a wimp. The one that I did get was painful enough. I couldn't imagine. Oh, it's the Conor McGregor dream of the chest tattoo. You put two and two together, Leo. People keep calling me Conor McGregor, and it subconsciously triggered a tattoo dream for me. You got it figured out, man. That's why I keep you around, Leo. Always analyzing, coming up with answers. It is the Conor McGregor thing. I didn't put that together. Yep. Right on. He's trimmed his beard down. It's really close on his face. We'd be sitting in the chair. See, nightmare will be me been sitting in the chair and I see you walking in like Connor, swinging your arms. Let's do this. No. My fighting days are over. I say that, but I don't know. I'm not looking for any fights, I'll tell you that. The only bad side about being in the car, I can't hear the birds chirping in the background. I don't know. I'm sure they're out there. I see a couple of squirrels running around the tree. Could open this up. There you go. You can see the sky and the power line now. It's a beautiful view. What I would have to show these. Wesley said if I had a chest tattoo, people start wanting to test me. But I would have to walk around shirtless for them to see it. I don't even walk shirtless around inside my own home. So I can imagine being out in public shirtless. Come on, let's get some, boy. You want to fight? How big a boy are you? Going to a bar. You got any non-alcoholic beer? I gotta stay focused. Yeah, that'd be. I mean, I don't even like swimming because you take your shirt off. I don't know. As a kid, you don't care, you know? You just run around in shorts, or if you're really little, you run around naked, and people are like, put some clothes on that kid. Non-alcoholic beer. Yep. That's what I drink. I drink non-alcoholic beer. I can enjoy the taste of it and not get a hangover. I will not drink decaffeinated coffee, though. I gotta have full throttle, full octane coffee. I can't do decaf. But I'll drink non-alcoholic beer. Kind of like an oxymoron there, huh? A little bit. But coffee doesn't give you a hangover. I've never drank so much coffee that I was in pain the next day. You know what I'm saying? But alcohol will do that to you. So there used to be times I did drink a lot, but I had to stop. I got to stop. I don't know when to stop. That's the thing. If I start drinking, I don't know when to stop. And then I make a fool of myself. So, yeah. I don't know. Not going to do that anytime soon. Hopefully never. You know? Those days are done too. Wild and crazy days. And I wasn't even in college. I wasn't like hanging around a bunch of guys getting drunk and watching TV. It was kind of sad. I was just at home getting drunk by myself, you know? And then, yeah. Can imagine being around a bunch of guys watching a football game or something like that. Having a few beers or something like that would be kind of fun. Don't get drunk. I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm drinking coffee. No worries. I'm not going to do it. I've done it last October. I made a fool of myself. I deleted that video, thank goodness. But anyway, we won't dwell on that. We'll move on to the future. Forget the past. Yeah. That's done and gone. I guess Kaizo must have saw my other video. Sorry about that, dude. Hope I didn't. I know I embarrassed myself. There's no doubt about that. But won't do that again. I keep saying I want to go to some restaurants here in town, but I never end up doing it. I just kind of sit around, go to the park or something like that. You can only make a fool of yourself on the weekend. Well, if you take vacation, you could make yourself, you know, in during the week. You know, if you're on vacation, do whatever you want, right? As long as you're not hurting anybody. So they say. I'm trying to sell my little 99 Ford Ranger that I have. But people are kind of hesitant because it has 330,000 miles on it. It's like, it still runs great. What are you talking about? You can drive it anywhere. It doesn't burn oil. It doesn't leak. So what if it's got a few 100,000 miles on it? Whatever. It's still a good truck. Looks great. Got brand new tires on it. Changed the belts and hoses and all that good stuff. It's a good running truck. A little 5-speed. Anybody interested? It's in Georgia. Sell it for $3,000. Ford Ranger. I should do a video of that and put that on Craigslist or the Nextdoor app or something like that. Do a little Ford Ranger. Yeah, the Wesley. I ain't no stranger. That's a Ford Ranger. And then put that with a $3,000 price tag on it. See if anybody will buy it. It's got a toolbox. Yeah. You flipped an 02 and still drove it home. Wow. This has got a little 4-cylinder in it, and I've driven it all over the place. That's why it's got 330,000 miles on it. It doesn't have the same pep, get up and go like it used to when it was new. But it'll still go. The AC still works and everything. And yeah, it'll get you around no problem. But now that I got that big truck, the 77 Ford, I don't need the little one anymore. I can take the big one to Lowe's and get lumber and stuff like that. Flipped it through a billboard? Damn. They don't have good crash ratings, though. This thing's supposed to have good crash rating. The Subaru. It's probably got like 37 airbags in it or something. I don't know. They're all over the place. Little tags everywhere. Bag. I'll be totally engulfed in airbags if I ever get in an accident in this thing. But it has like the little cameras for monitoring the traffic in front of me so it can auto brake and all that kind of stuff. A rabbit in the road and you flipped it into a billboard. You should have said, bye-bye, rabbit. Ba-doop. The only thing I'll dodge is like a deer, definitely dodge a deer, and probably a dog or a cat. But I have hit a cat. I've hit a couple of cats in the past 30 years and they didn't make it. Never hit a dog. Hit a couple of squirrels. Probably a few squirrels. Yeah. I've never hit a deer. One time I was in that little truck and I was leaving at I had to be in Tennessee at a certain time. So I left super early in the morning because I had like a 4-hour drive. And so I left super early and I'm driving through this rural road. It's kind of curvy. And I come up on like 4 deer on the road itself and they're just standing there. So I had to slam on the brakes and I stopped. And I'm honking the horn and they're just sitting there staring at me. And they're like looking around like, what? We were here first, And they would not move. I'm sitting there, got the truck, the headlights are shining, they're looking around, they're like, whatever. And I had to get out of the truck and start walking towards them before and then they just casually walked away. Like, all right, we'll move. Jeez. It was the weirdest thing. Normally they take off, no, these guys were like, what are you going to do? Run us over with that little truck? You hate cameras on windshields? Oh, this is the built-in cameras. This is not like Well, I guess that would be kind of hard to deal with if you're replacing the windshield on the Subaru. You did auto glass for 22 years. They ate our woods. We move when we want to. These are our woods. Move when we want to, dadgummit. Why aren't you using the designated deer crossing? The sign was back there somewhere. Oh, there goes a tow truck guy. What time is it? Yeah, he's on time today. About 7:45. Saw him rearview mirror. Any of you guys remember the old Pee Wee Herman show? You're extremely against Subaru Outback or Legacy. The cameras are sensitive. Yeah, I could imagine changing that out would probably be a pain in the ass. Maybe if you schedule your lives on your channel, your subs can get notice to join in. Oh, schedule it ahead of time. Okay. I could do that. I'm pretty consistent, though. I'm on here every morning the same time, pretty much. Give or take 5 minutes. But I could definitely schedule one. I just never really did it. Pee Wee Herman is the bomb, yeah. He passed away. Good guy. I mean, yeah, he got caught playing with himself, but still. We all do that. We just don't get caught. But I like the when he did the word of the day, and people would come into the room, and if somebody said the word of the day, everybody would scream. We should do that on this cast. Have like a word of the day. Anybody who joins in after the first 5 minutes has no clue what the word of the day is. And if they say it, I'll scream, and then all of you guys in the chat start going crazy. Whoever did get caught in public, and just scream real loud. That'd be kind of fun. Have a little twerk thing in there in honor of Pee Wee Herman. What was his real name? I can't think of his real name. His real name wasn't Pee Wee, but I had it in my head just a few minutes ago. I can't think of it now. We should have some kind of quirky thing like that on this morning cast. I mean, I do silly polls. 64% of people are ready for spring, and 18% want to know how many days until spring. 107 days, according to Google, when I asked them. So, yeah. Paul Rubin. There you go. Thank you, Leo. Johnny on the spot again. Yeah. Paul Rubin. Is there a documentary out about him? There's documentaries about everybody. All these celebrities. Some people I've never even heard of got documentaries about them. You're like, what the hell? The one about the Bee Gees was really good. The documentary about the Bee Gees. That was kind of cool. I mean, I like the Bee Gees too. They have a time and a place. You're not gonna be jamming at the Bee Gees all day, every day. But it's interesting how many songs they wrote for other artists as well. And we're continuing to write songs for other artists for decades. Very popular songs too. Yeah, and then I every once in a while I get on a little documentary kick, and then I start watching a few. But I watched the Bee Gees with Rachel. We watched that together, and the one about Motley Crue. No, I don't play any instruments. I'll take the back. I can play every instrument known to man. I just can't play them correctly. I can play every last one of them. I just can't play it right. Name one and we'll break it out. I can get a harmonica and we can do something stupid like that, you know? Skin flute. Get out of here, man. Leo trying to throw in his jokes for the day. Well, I'm going to have to get inside here in a minute. Tina hasn't shown up yet. She's got to drop her kid off at school, so sometimes you see her early and sometimes she's not, which means I need to go inside and get things opened up since she's not here. But anyway, it's a sunny day here in Georgia. I hope you guys have a good day as well. Enjoy a couple cups of coffee. I will schedule my next live stream as suggested by Istanbul. And maybe we'll come up with some like little crazy, quirky thing we can do in the streams that kind of, you know, people wait for and do or whatever. I don't know, I've got some ideas. I got some theme songs that I've been playing with AI to do for the Coffee with Malcolm show. That's why Leo's got to send me his contact info so I can email him the audio clip of my intro music, get some feedback and stuff. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. And be good and say something nice to a stranger. And I will see you guys next time. And there's the X and there's the OK.